day to day, one of the biggest, I think, challenges or impact to me with SD is that from day to day, I never know how my voice is going to sound. This has caused me to anticipate everything that I do, even the simple things that you do every day, like saying hello. I have to decide, do I say hello or hello, how are you? Because I never know how those words are going to come out. I have to anticipate how I'm going to approach a telephone call. It's difficult sometimes saying hello. I have to anticipate how I respond to people who are surprised when I open my mouth to speak. So it's quite a change for me in my life.
But like most people with SD, things like noisy restaurants or bars are very difficult for me because I'm not able to carry on a conversation.
I think people can be uncomfortable too when they hear me. They don't know what to do or what to say, but I've learned to cope with it. I'm doing fine.
One of the challenges of living with SD is speaking on the telephone. Sometimes we can't be heard. Answering questions, people ask you what's wrong with you. Usually I just say, I have laryngitis, or it's just a vocal condition I have. I hate to say, do you have half an hour and I'll explain it to you?
Certainly the support from my family doctor and the specialists were all very good. But I think in the overall scheme of things, I had 7 speech therapists and 5 physicians, some with varying degrees of specialty. So clearly it's not common, and if they're not familiar with it, they can't help. So that was probably the biggest part of the challenge. But it was one speech therapist that was able to diagnose me and was respected enough to get me into the treatment program.
I think like a lot of people, I thought this must be all in my head. I can take care of this. This just must be anxiety or nerves or something like that. So I actually didn't seek treatment for a good several years.
In a nutshell, the toughest thing about getting SD when you're young is finding employment and also being able to have a social life. And I think that probably affects younger people with SD more than anything else. Well, in my case.
I don't remember having a normal voice, I should say. And so this is all I've ever known. And also my perspective is, of course, I probably started getting picked on earlier, or just kind of people looked at me differently earlier. But, you know, middle school, high school, kids pick on kids for all sorts of things. Well, here they had a different voice to kind of, you know, wonder about, and, you know. And so to me, I have a different perspective just because it's been so long, and I can, like I said, I can remember there was no treatments really when I first had it, or first was diagnosed. And so I can see where we've come, but one of the things I keep talking to people about is, especially when the people that are in their 40s or 50s, to me, that's all, well, to me it seems more difficult because they know what a normal voice is, and they had it for a number of years, and then they also developed SD. Now, to me, that just seems really more difficult because, like I said, I don't know any different. This is the way I've always been.
When I go to a restaurant or drive-through, I try not to go through the drive-through because they don't understand what I'm saying. So I just go inside and I talk to them, and they usually give me this weird look like, I said, it's okay. I've got a voice disorder. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I'll repeat it.
It's a very quirky thing, SD. And I think if you meet 100 SD patients, you'll find 100 different vocal variations because we are all unique.